We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Seattle. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Now the pressure comes and he goes down just inside the 10. Back. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Carr going to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, we're good.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop it.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Now a handoff up the middle. Haas. A little juke. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try the left side. Hobbs. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. As a passer, they're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw his car. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Herbert's throw there caught by Gallup. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Hobbs. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, it's Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing his car on third down. Hauling it in, Nelson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Carr steps away. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. 59 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Walker once more. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Sacked there by Jadavian Clowney.
That's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first game. If they have designs of having a big year, going anywhere, they got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Herbert on first down now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 30 yards. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now Carr. He completes this to Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency. I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender and work to the defense's advantage on that play.
Lets it go for Nelson. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. 57 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Herbert now. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try the left side. Hobbs. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The final shot here before half for Carr. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one. It'll be 3rd down.
get off the field.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete. I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen when 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
Now that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Throwing on first down is Carr. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down in distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to...
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about
rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Buying time to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 lead. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
That description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 17, Carr. He's got the hook up here to Nelson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Carr now to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage. Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield. 114 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carry goes his way. And that will extend their lead even further. So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same. Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the bar. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football. Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Herbert out to his left. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. On play action, it's Carr. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing that puts them in that position.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, it's Walker. A beautiful span and room to run. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 122 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called.
Touchdown, Seahawks! DK Metcalf, 40 yards. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that lead is a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been... He's got a man! Complete! Past the 20! Touchdown! Cowboys! Michael Gallup, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win. Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter. And pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. 23 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 27, Herbert. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. To throw is Carr. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. He's got room at the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
In motion, the tight end. Herbert to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Herbert going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back at OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Seahawks, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My